Hey everyone, Nathan Nerdarchy here from Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of all-star games, online and off. But basically they record it once.
But they don't have to be online. I mean, like, they can be put online, but... Like,
But first, who the heck are we?
Well, there's always that. Dave.
Ryan.
Ted.
And yeah, basically they're usually under some sort of surveillance.
Yeah, and like, you know, you have games like Wil Wheaton's Titan's Grave and Acquisition Inc. where they're not online games in the sense that they're live, but they've been recorded and they've been put up.
Right. And then there's like, you know, the Provokers and Into the Astral and you know, some of the other games that, you know, we've been lucky to either, you know, just watch or be a part of.
And I hear too that this group of jackwagons called Nerdarchy have been known to put games up on the internet as well.
Yeah, I have heard that.
Yeah. So I would say I like that kind of stuff going up, especially if we're talking about all-stars in the sense of like just really good role players, because it's good like bar to set for your gaming table, or like you can eventually be at that kind of level of interaction.
And let's talk about the fact that so many people that, you know, decades ago when they were new to the hobby didn't really know how to start. Like, how do you start role playing? Well, now you have like, you know, 50 different games you can watch. The, you know, It Me JP channel with like Mirror Shades and stuff like that. Those people are all really fantastic as well. Fantastic GM. You kind of get to get under the hood and see the game progressing, how this GM is running the game, so you can get a better handle on it to start yourself if you're the first person in your group to want to take on the mantle of GM or DM.
So, like, that's perfect. Like, you don't know anything about role-playing games and you want to start. You got all these places you can go check them out, watch people doing it, watch people who are really good at it, see what kind of fun they're having. But, you know, I think there's also like this other side to it as well.
The dark side?
The dark side that it has on the hobby. Like, look, if you look at the Titan's Grave game, 2 of those players are fucking voice actors.
That's such a high bar to like surmount.
It's
like Mount Olympus.
Some of these games, you watch them, right? And, you know, and I'm thinking, like, I've never played D&D or a role-playing game before, and I watch these guys and I see what they're doing and I think it's awesome, but I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not doing that. You know,
Not gonna happen.
One, they're doing things that are way out of your comfort zone, and 2, they're doing it so well you can't even touch it. It's like, why even bother?
Why do we even play this game?
Why do we even play
Well,
this game?
I mean, if your first exposure is to that, I can see how it can be, you know, a little daunting. But typically, who thinks, you know, hey, I heard about this thing in D&D. Let me go, you know, see other people play and you know, find this. I mean, there's, you know, thousands of hours worth of, you know, worth of gameplay that's up on the internet. You know, if they happen to stumble upon that specific example, you know, okay, yeah, it's gonna be daunting, but not everyone is gonna be a voice actor. Not everyone is going to be, you know, a super stellar. You know,
other games you're gonna find now, the voice actors, the professional game designers.
Like, they're going to be the most Googleable.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're gonna.
That's why Nate's laughing over there. He's
search
like, "That's exactly what you're gonna find."
Search engine. You type in D&D 5e gameplay. We're down there low on the list. Like, and the guys that are like us are going to be down there low on the list. The people that have millions of subscribers to their channel you're gonna see them first, because they've already, the first day they probably got 100,000 people looking at that thing. Yeah. So So you're gonna get the voice actors.
You know, does it actually do more harm than good?
Well, all right. Let's look at it like this. Like, so kids play sports, right? And what are they watching first? Professional athletes. You know, so like people that are playing like almost this professional level of gaming, you know, like you got to look at it in that regard. Like, you're not going to be like, you know, Michael Jordan the first time you pick up a basketball and lace up your basketball sneakers. I don't know sports, whatever. But sports insert whatever reasonable sports metaphor here. But like, people, you know, work to be can you be decent on your like little league team or eventually on your high school team, and you know, this and that. So That's the aspiration.
It's a horrible example because you don't have overbearing parents pushing you into RPG games.
Well, I mean, nerds out there, when you procreate, all right, you need to make your children overbear on playing, role-playing
Give them that
games.
D20.
They'd be like,
Until you roll this right, you're not getting dinner.
Yeah.
There's professional teams for RPGs, and you're gonna make it.
You have the stuff, kid. You can do it. You're gonna train 15 hours a day, every day.
Roll that die. Roll that die.
You
Get that
perfect that Scottish accent. Now English. Now Cockney. Yeah.
So,
High pitch, low pitch.
so that brings me to another point is that's why I would like to see more average type game stuff going up. That's why I don't mind when we put up our just at the table gaming sessions with no editing. It's just maybe we break it in half or something, so that people can see that there's different levels and there's different types of players and they don't have to have this high aspiration of what it means to play a role-playing game. Mm-hmm. That being said, we then we'll do online games we have one going on now. That is slightly higher caliber than our in-person games, because we selected people for that game. Where the in-person games we just play with our friends,
Right.
Which both are fine. We enjoy playing the game.
You get different things out of them. Yeah.
Exactly. So when people are looking for gameplay examples, it would be great if more people were uploading gameplays for people to watch and check out, and give them a more diverse look at gaming tables.
Well, then there comes back to that thing with search engines and the fact that it's going to be harder to basically, if you're looking for more average level gameplay, click the furthest along you can on YouTube or whatever, and keep doing that until you get 30 pages in, and then you'll find probably the more average level stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, maybe there just needs to be more to choose from.
Yeah.
So, because Acquisition Inc., they've been putting up games for a long time. Wil Wheaton's done a lot of stuff over the time. And then there's other, smaller YouTube channels that do a lot of really great stuff, like The Provokers and SR2 Joker. GM Juice, you can get some really good games there. And there's just tons of them now.
So, but I mean, on the plus side of things, for the people who are into the hobby and they do want to, increase their craft, if you will, they have people that they can look up to and say, okay, well, all right, well, what does it take to be, a better RPer, and it's all right, well, do I focus on voices, do I focus more on, character-driven dialogue, try to
narration of character actions to kind of help explain the character.
So there's loads of different things that you can be able to take away from watching those games and not be daunted. I mean, how many people sit at home on a Sunday and watch a football game and say, man, I can't throw a football like that, never mind, I'm never going to play the game. It doesn't completely make sense. You can sit back and you can enjoy playing backyard ball with some friends and some family and not be the professional level athletes.
You can do some sport, whatever that is, I don't
so
know.
the same thing, holds in here. If you want to elevate your table, watching those games can give you some tips. If you observe and pay attention to what the players and characters are actually doing, without really feeling the need to have to be on their level.
Oh, I can actually, something relational. So, I enjoy indoor rock climbing. There's people that do a level of climbing where, they're setting the rope as they go, and, literally, so there's, there's a horizontal space up above. They're climbing and clipping into that. They are, Spider-Man climbing, basically. They're, hanging upside down by their toes at times in these climbs. And, I have no fucking desire to do that at all, ever. I'm comfortable with the level of climbing that I'm doing and maybe getting a little bit better, but that, no. And, so, you can be that same way if you're gaming. There could be a level that, you could be a beer and pretzels gamer as opposed to, the, I don't know what you would call the the most elite of RPers.
I don't have a word for it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. The triple...
Really, really good role players?
Really, 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 really... We just use a lot of reallys.
Yeah. And if someone's better than them, you just add another really.
Major league role players, I don't know.
Yeah.
MRPG.
But you know, again, you know, like those examples, like I said, they're like game designers, so they professionally work on games and they've been playing for a long time, more than likely. You know, actors and voice actors, like to me, that's just crazy. Like that's an example of gameplay, but not really, because it's not a realistic one anyway.
Yeah, and like you know, you could probably witness games that have like authors and things like that, and it's just like, well, I mean, they write, like their job is their imagination,
is to be characters.
Yeah, exactly. Whether it's on the page or like to try and bring that to life through narrative. So you know, basically, it's taking a look at those things and using them for what they are. Yeah, it's nice to see what it can be, but it doesn't have to be that.
Right.
You know, so you know, hopefully, when people are out there searching and looking around at different games, they're taking this into consideration, and they're not like getting overwhelmed when they see that. You know, when you see Wil Wheaton, you know, doing like these amazing voices and telling this amazing story.
Just remember, he was Wesley Crusher. I mean, in both ways. He was an actor, but then again, he was Wesley Crusher. So yeah.
He's done other stuff besides Star Trek.
Yeah. No, and I didn't actually mean it in a derogatory term until Dave laughed. I was like, I didn't actually really mean it like that. I really enjoyed TG and
yeah. Ryan didn't mean to be a dick. He just can't help it. So,
well done, Wesley.
Yeah. So, Wil Wheaton, the rest of Nerdarchy does not share Ryan's views. We loved you in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
No, I think he really did mean it as like a non.
He was an actor for like on a show for like a decade, like you know, plus all the other.
I think you can just really, you know, there's a bar like paid actors positions, actors and actresses positions, like and you know, or professional published authors and voice actors can all go into that.
Major league.
Don't
Major
expect
league.
To do this like when you start playing.
Not at your first at bat.
Yeah.
Save something for session 2?
Yeah, save something for session 2.
Exactly.
Nice.
Or your next campaign.
Or in 10 years.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I think we've got that. If you have any other sort of thoughts on this topic, you can put them in the comments below. And while you're doing that, you can like, comment, or subscribe.
You can check us out on nerdarchy.com.
You also join the conversation over on Reddit.
And patronize us in a good way.
So until next time,
stay nerdy.